somewhat.
Yeah, the 12-play drive was awesome. Even the first drive that it was a 3-and-out, but I thought we did exact. You want explosive runs, but I thought it was good. We got to a 3rd and 3, which we struggled to get to last year. If you guys remember, it felt like every single drive was 3rd and 11 plus. All right, good morning. Injury-wise, 2 guys would have been limited today. It's Michael Carter and DJ Reed. DJ's just dealing with some knee soreness, but they're both going to be fine for the game. Also, you guys want to see Javon Kinlaw out there. He's having a baby today, so hope everything goes well for him.
What stands out about Tennessee when you look at them?
They're a talented group. They really are. Obviously, new staff. A lot of guys that have produced a lot in all 3 phases: offense, defense, special teams. But the well-respected O-line coach and Bill Callahan. So their run schemes, which we've had to deal with and have had troubles with, is going to be a great challenge for us from a defensive perspective. Offensively, dealing with their scheme and the things that they do also presents a lot of different challenges that we haven't seen, more 5 down front and all that stuff. But good team, young team, and it's going to be a great challenge.
What do you think about Will Levis?
Will, he's a tough SOB, I can tell you that much, man. He's ultimate competitor, tremendous arm talent. He can make things happen with his legs. From my understanding, he's extremely smart, a good processor, and so he's a young kid, and but he's getting better with every passing day, and he's another one that sky's the limit for him.
I know it was only 1 game, but can you see Bill Callahan's fingerprints on their running game?
Yeah. They were, Cincinnati, even though Coach came from, I know, younger Callahan, but Coach came from Cincinnati. They still run some of those principles too over there too. So it's it's a good mixture of what they got going there after just 1 game. But they present a lot of challenges both in the pass game and run game.
Just regarding your own passing attack, on Monday night, obviously the tight ends didn't get involved in the passing attack. And I know you're probably going to say because we didn't have enough plays, but even so, I mean, a guy like Conklin has caught a lot of passes around here, and I'm just curious why that happened and how important is it to get them involved?
Flow of the game. Every game is going to present different opportunities for different guys. There's going to be games where, you're going to ask me about other positions. It is what it is, and the flow of the game dictated, and the results were what they were.
When you went back and looked, what bothered you most about the defense on Monday night?
It's not that I was bothered. It was a little surprising because we pride ourselves on discipline and doing our jobs, and I felt like we kind of got a little out of whack in that regard. Not going to get into specific details that we need to get fixed, but at the same time, I just know that we're capable of much more, and that it wasn't a physical thing. It was more just guys just trying to do a little bit too much. You're okay.
We'll jump marks here. When you look back at the other night, what were the things that you were most encouraged by in your offense, in Aaron in particular? Obviously the first scoring drive was somewhat tense.
Yeah, the 12-play drive was awesome. Even the first drive that it was a 3-and-out, but I thought we did exact. You want explosive runs, but I thought it was good. We got to a 3rd and 3, which we struggled to get to last year. If you guys remember, it felt like every single drive was 3rd and 11 plus, but we got to a 3rd and manageable. We had an easy completion. It didn't work out that way. Now, that's okay. It happens. We fumbled on the second drive, but that was going to be another positive play. So, we had a lot of positive plays where we weren't getting ourselves behind the sticks like we did a year ago. We still had 3 touchdown drives. You can say the last one was BS, but their starters were still out there too, and still trying to produce. Still, Bosa's still rushing the passer, trying to get sacks, and they were still trying to produce at a high level, and we were still able to move the ball. So it, obviously the consistency of drive to drive wasn't there because we had that lull, and I attribute that lull to not getting off the field on defense and having them lap us at the end of the first half to the start of the second half. It's a big 10-point swing that got the game to 23-7. But like I said, with regards to the offense, there was a lot of promising things, a lot of positive yardage, scoring drives, long drives, third down conversions. We were 6 of 10, which I thought was really good. And so, there's a lot of things that we can build off of. There's a lot of things we can learn from too.
How encouraging was it to see Allen have the game he did? I know he had a great training camp, but to see that translate to the season.
I was happy. I'm happy for him. To get that off his back, and he's been in the league a while. He's been productive for a while, and again, his mindset and where he is so much different than a year ago. Where last year that drop would have on the first third down probably would have caved his whole game. But he still grinded in the run game, which you don't get to see unless you're really watching that all 22. He was a factor in the run game. He was. You can put him anywhere on the football field from an alignment standpoint, which just gives us great flexibility, and then for him to be able to produce in the pass game was awesome to see.
Those two throws on that drive, the one down the sideline and then obviously where you drew the defense offside. How much do you think the other receivers can learn from? Obviously, Allen hadn't played with him before. It kind of felt like it's easier for him to make those plays. So how quickly can the other receivers kind of get up to speed on that?
They can, and it's been like I said, this year different than last year, where there's so much more nuance being learned, and we're only going to get better, guys. I know the first game didn't go the way we wanted, but it's going to get a lot better. But Allen understands all the nuance of football, and very smart in that regard, and. Just aborting routes and recognizing what the play was. And if you watch him, he puts his hand up, which is, letting Aaron know that he found space. He's got a good dynamic. They got a good relationship, but I think all of them are learning and getting better at it.
Is there any sign of Redding today?
Not that I'm aware of.
Given the way the defensive front played, how much more of an urgency does it create to try to get that situation resolved?
From a pass game standpoint, like I said, I thought San Francisco did a really nice job getting rid of the ball. We sacked them a couple times, but look, we're always going to want our own in the building. It is what it is, but whenever the deal gets done, it gets done.
Does Clemens have to do a better job setting the edge in the run game?
We all do. I thought actually Clem was really good. He was one of the better ones. But as a collective whole, D-line, linebackers, safeties, corners, we all need to do a better job.
When do you think Mike Williams is going to do? I know it's a gradual thing, but is it going to come a point? I think Bruce said week 4.
Yeah, we wanted to get him more. We were hoping to get him almost 15. Unfortunately, we didn't have a lot of opportunities, Rich. But no, he's fine. We'll continue to build his rep count.
What about Corley? Robert Woods now?
Yeah, we've got to find ways to get him involved. He's another young piece that we got to continue to develop. We got to get him going.
Couple more. Your defense obviously is a prideful group. How do you expect them to respond?
They'll bounce back. Thought meetings were really good this morning. Walkthrough the initial walkthrough was good. We'll have another one today. Look, it's not the first time that we've gotten punched in the mouth here on defense, and I feel like we've always responded. So they'll respond.
Robert, you mentioned a few times that Purdy got the ball out. Is the counter to that better coverage?
Yeah, we were, from a coverage standpoint, we all could have been a little bit better. Like I said, it wasn't our standard of ball and I think our guys can agree to that. I think we could have done a much better job coaching it, and obviously a much better job executing.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys.